One of your superpowers as an artist is the ability to draw characters in any clothes or situations that you want. I can't remember how the idea came to me, but I suddenly got the urge to draw Princess Peach in a more goth outfit. I mean, Princess Peach is someone that we pretty much always see very feminine, soft, delicate, cutesy, pink, you know? And not that she can't be all of that and also goth, but I think because this is going back like a month ago. I'm pretty sure I saw a drawing of a girl in like a more goth inspired outfit, but like in kind of more like a princess dress way. So she kind of looked like a goth queen. I thought it'd be fun to take a character that you normally see, very colorful and soft and pastel and cutesy, and then just like put them in an outfit that I guess that they would never ever touch. So I guess this could be seen as like evil Peach. It could be seen as, I don't know. I don't really know. I just wanted to draw her in like a black princess outfit. I just gave her more goth qualities. But first, I'd like to apologize for the video quality. I upgraded my iPad a few months ago, and I never updated the video settings, so they were not optimized. But I fixed it now. So sadly, the quality will not be great for this video. But for my future digital art videos, the quality should be fixed. But yeah, hopefully that's not too annoying to deal with for this video. But I put 12 hours of work into these drawings, and I've been planning this video for a long time, so I'm gonna post it regardless. But hopefully the quality isn't too much of a problem, and at least for next time, that should not be a problem. So you'll see in the beginning of this video that I tried out a few poses before I chose one. I knew that I wanted her sitting because I wanted to draw like the folds around her and her legs, and I thought that would I think it's kind of like a powerful pose as well. And since I wanted to draw her in that like goth, evil, whatever you want to consider it, outfit, I thought it'd be nice to draw her in kind of like this more powerful, intimidating pose. It's not very intimidating, but so there are two drawings in this video. I drew her in her normal outfit, so you get like cute pink Peach, and then I drew her in her black outfit. And you see in the beginning that I jump between the two sketches. I know that the video like kind of flashes because I'm like jumping between the different layers, so hopefully that's not too annoying. But it gets better when I start actually like coloring in and shading and working on one drawing at a time. Then it's not so much like flickering. For Goth Peach, goth is a very loose term here because I don't actually know the specifics about all these different like subgenres of fashion, I guess. I'm not really, I couldn't tell you much about any like genre within fashion, to be honest. I'm using goth as a very loose term. So I was mostly thinking about like Doc Martens and, well, the color black, lace, just stuff like that. So instead of a ball gown, I went with a more like dark underskirt in the back and then like shorter, frillier overskirt in the front because I wanted her legs to be visible. And yeah, I also wanted to give her different hair. So in this like alternative universe, I gave her short hair because I like to imagine that she just kind of like in the middle of the night decides to just give herself a haircut and just go short. I thought that would be a nice little touch, a nice little change. So it's not just that I'm putting her in a different outfit. After the sketch, I planned out the colors. They're just little thumbnails for figuring out colors and tones before I actually start coloring and shading so that I don't have to like make all these changes later on. I just do this messily on like one layer because I'm not actually going to work from the layer. It's just to get an idea of the colors. And then after that, I go in with the base colors, and that's all done on separate layers. And I shade quite quickly just to get an idea of where the lighting and shadows will be placed, because this is still sort of like the planning stage. And once I'm done with that, then I start rendering the drawing. So then I took all my layers, both the coloring and the sketch layers, and I duplicated them all, and then merged all the duplicates into one layer so that I could render just on one layer. That's where I add details. I clean up the sketch. I fully render. This was actually my first time ever doing that. I've always like kept all the shading done on separate layers, but I've heard so many tips about like just merging all the layers or just drawing on one layer, and I do think that I'm gonna start doing this, at least when it comes to like cleaning up, adding details, fully rendering. Like I'd much rather do it on one layer. I didn't have to waste time jumping between layers and looking for the right one. it helped blend the coloring with the sketch so it doesn't look so much like line art, because I'm trying to go for less of a line art look. I'd rather it look like more like an image, not like I've colored in some outlines, you know? I think the whole piece just looks more cohesive like that. And yeah, that was my first time ever just like merging all the layers and drawing on one layer, and I do think I'll keep doing that. But I'd like to emphasize on the fact that I did duplicate all my layers first and then merge the duplicates, so that if I ever like made a mistake, if I regretted something, I could always go back to my original layers. So like that makes it a little less scary. And after the rendering, then it was time to play around with the lighting. I always add a new layer and use the clipping mask to the singular layer with all my rendering, and then I just play with layer modes. I mostly use multiply, overlay, and add. I use multiply for the shadows, and I go in more of like a purple tone most of the time, and just add shadows where I think I need it. Overlay, I mostly use that for more saturation in places. I'll more often than not use like yellow or something, and I just brighten some things up, like especially where I want like the viewer's eyes to be pulled. And then lastly, I'll go in with my add layer, and that will be like final highlights. And that too, I normally use yellow. I always have like yellow lighting. And then you can obviously just lower the opacity as much as you want as well for all these different layer modes. And that's what I do with pretty much every drawing. Those are my 3 standard layer modes. And that's how I do all the lighting. And lastly, for the background, actually no, not the background, I guess it's technically the foreground. I used Gaussian blur to blur the lower part of Peach. And as much as it hurts me to blur any part of my drawing, because like obviously I've spent a lot of time on these details, like it just hurts to have to like not cover them up, but like have them less visible, I guess. It was a sacrifice I had to make to bring the eyes up to Peach's face. I think it helps. It makes the drawing more cohesive, so I don't have so many different aspects of the drawing like competing over the viewer's attention, if that makes sense. Like you'll just be automatically pulled to the face. I might just be pulling that out of my ass, but I think it looks better like that at least. And then I went over to Goth Peach and just repeated the steps. I think my second drawing did come out a little better. Like I think the workflow just kind of worked better second time around, because the first time, or with my first Peach drawing, I was kind of, I mean, it was a new way of drawing for me, because I don't really render that much either. I don't really go in so much with the details. I don't really merge like all the layers, just work on one. Like that was completely new to me. So the first drawing kind of felt like my trial run. And then for Goth Peach, I had a better idea of what I was doing. I went in more confidently with everything as well. So yeah, I hope that you guys like both these drawings, and I hope that it's nice for you guys to see something other than what I've been doing lately, because this is what I've always kind of done on my channel. But ever since I've come back from my break, it's pretty much just been like sketchbook work and like not characters. Yeah, it felt good to draw a character. I hope that you guys like watching me draw characters. This has always been my comfort zone. This is always what I've enjoyed drawing. I just haven't made a full digital illustration in a very long time as well. Yeah, I know that the quality isn't great, but I hope that you guys can enjoy this regardless. This video was delayed a week. This video should have come out last Sunday. I think it just comes down to the fact that these drawings took a lot longer than I thought they would. Like my sketchbook videos, like I can get some sketchbook pages done in like an hour, 2 hours, and that's it. And then I just, edit the videos, I make the thumbnail, I record the voiceover. That's it. It's not hours upon hours of work in the same way that this was, because the drawings alone took 12 hours, and that's not even including all the time that I'll spend editing the voiceover, thumbnail, not only that, but also editing all the videos for all my other social media platforms as well. It was just a lot more time consuming than I thought it would be, and I also had a very busy week. I was away for a few days as well, so I didn't draw at all during those days. I guess time management wasn't great. I didn't expect to be that busy, and I didn't expect it to take this long as well. Now I know for next time. To what I've been up to lately, as I said, I was away for a few days. It's been kind of busy these past, at least this past week. Otherwise, I've been reading a little bit. I've been reading The Blood Trader, which is the final book in the Prison Healer trilogy, and I've been reading The Half-Blood Prince and the Harry Potter series. So I am slowly but surely making my way through these books. The weather has been very bad here in Norway, so I try to keep my reading for when the weather's nice, so I can sit outside and read. And then when the weather's worse, I'd rather spend that time focusing on art and editing and, I don't know, playing games and stuff. Which is why I haven't been reading much, because the weather has been absolutely horrendous here. But yeah, I will try to get through these books soon. But what I've honestly spent the most time doing lately is playing lots of Genshin Impact. I have gotten back into that. So yeah, I'm also, or I guess maybe not currently, but I was very far behind in like all the quests, all the like the main story, because I stopped playing sometime after Inazuma. Like it was sometime before Sumeru came out. I think, oh, now I remember. I stopped playing like sometime after the Chasm came out. Like sometime between the Chasm and Sumeru, I stopped playing. I am now playing again, which has been great. I've enjoyed having something to like sit and grind throughout the day. To current art projects, I don't have any. I have spent a lot of hours these past few days finishing these drawings, like a lot of hours. I don't normally sit and draw for that long, but I did. And I was, like I said, I've just also been busy and away and stuff. So I haven't actually started on anything yet, but I'm also recording this on the Thursday before this video comes out. So that's like 4 days for me to start a new project. So by the time this video comes out, I've probably already started on something. I do want to animate something over the summer. I would like to paint soon as well. I do want to do a studio tour before I leave again. So I'm gonna have to clean up my studio and just like make sure it looks presentable in there before I do my studio tour. And I would like to do a meet the artist. So these are all the things that I would like to do before I leave. I'll be going back to England and I'll be staying with my boyfriend up until uni starts again in around 2 weeks. So that's when I'll be leaving. So I just want to make sure that everything that has to be done here in Norway gets done before that time. I'll probably focus on things that I can't do when I'm in England, or at least when I'm at my boyfriend's place. Definitely a studio tour. That has to be done. I've had people ask for it. I haven't done one since I first set up my studio, like 2 years ago maybe. And it looks very different. It has improved greatly. I love my studio so much. I want to share it. I've had people ask. People want to see it. I will get it out. I just want to clean it because I have not. I have like pictures missing off the wall and stuff and just cat hair everywhere. I just want to clean it first. I've just been procrastinating. That is it for today. If you guys like my art, then go follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I post way more often on there. Hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next Sunday.